Hey you guys, I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be your astrological reading using the tarot cards for August. I'm so very grateful for all the likes, comments, subscriptions, everything that you guys have done. It's been so amazing to get you guys' feedback. I want to say a big thank you to everyone that participates in any way on my channel. I'm really grateful for you guys, and I'm so glad that a number of you guys liked the series, and so I'm definitely going to be keeping up doing the monthly horoscopes for you guys every month. So this is the August one for the air signs, starting off with Libra. Then I'm going to move on to Gemini and then Aquarius. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful day. We had some really nice weather earlier, and then it started to rain quite a bit, but seems to be clearing up a bit now. So yes, and I'm also gonna do something slightly different. I'm gonna add a soul coaching oracle card to serve as an advice card for each of the signs as well, for whatever comes up during the months for you. So okay, starting off with Libra. Ooh, Libra. I'm going to start with your professional life, then move on to your personal life, and then your spiritual life. When it comes to your professional life, Libra, some good things are coming through for you. You have a new beginning when it comes to your professional life. Something that makes you really happy. It's something that you've been really desiring, but I feel like it's not an opportunity that is just gonna drop from the sky. It's almost something that you've had to go out and make an effort towards. And the significant thing about this new work opportunity is it looks like you're going to be your own boss. It doesn't look like a situation where you're necessarily going to be working for somebody else, or it could be a situation where maybe you are working for a company, but you have a senior position, like you have a managerial position, or you're a boss, or you're working for yourself, is that kind of thing. And so yeah, and it's basically like you're going to be in a leadership position, and it's something that is really going to be good for you. It's going to bring in this new beginning for you, and it's almost like it's going to be exciting. And you might even get the opportunity to travel with this new work situation as well, or maybe you're going to be working in a completely different location that is new to you. So yeah, that looks really positive, Libra. Some good things are happening to you when it comes to your work. When it comes to your relationships, it's saying on the other hand that I'm feeling that some Libras may be a bit maybe you might be in a relationship, or you might be in a relationship where you have to kind of make some decisions about the person that you're with, or somebody that is in your life. Maybe it's saying that things may not be quite what it seems when it comes to this relationship. Not that the relationship has anything wrong with it, or that the person you're with is keeping anything from you. That's not what it looks like. But it looks like more of a case of you might be suspecting the person of things that isn't really going on. Like, you might be feeling like maybe the person is into you, but you might be feeling like they're not really into you when they actually are. It kind of just feels like the way you're looking at things is from a perspective that isn't really what is going on in the relationship. That's kind of what it is looking like. But at the same time, it's saying that this partnership that you're in could be a pretty good one. It might be in the beginning phases. Like, some people might have met somebody previously, or they might be talking to somebody that they already they might know of, but a relationship is just kind of starting out for some people, and maybe that's the reason why you're kind of unsure about the way this person really sees you and stuff like that, because you don't really know this person that well yet. But it's saying that this relationship actually has potential if you don't let your mind sort of run rampant with thinking of different things that aren't happening. Like, just try to focus on what is. Have a conversation with this person, find out more about how they feel about you, and what they say, more than likely that's probably what they're feeling. Go by the way the person treats you and what they tell you about you. So don't don't get caught up in any kind of, you know, misconceptions and things like that. Also, what I'm seeing here, and I also did feel like if you are single, you may be meeting somebody this month as well. Like, you have the potential to meet somebody. It could be actually a good manifesting time for you, Libra, when it comes to relationships as well. But again, like I said, don't be caught up in things that aren't really happening. Yeah. When it comes to your spiritual life, I feel like almost like on a spiritual level, Libra, you're learning a lot of things, and I think you have been for a long time, to be honest. I think you've been going through sort of this process of spiritual development for a while, and I think the challenges that you're facing is all to do with your spiritual development. And so it's almost like now is an interesting way of saying it, but you know, spirituality, I heard somebody say this, that, you know, it's like working out a muscle. I think it was on Valerie Love's channel, in one of her videos, and somebody mentioned, I think it was her, that, you know, building up your spirituality is like working out your muscles. Like, if you was working out the muscles in your arm, you have to carry like heavy weights, and you have to lift them up and put them down and lift them up in order to become stronger. And that's the same thing that is going on with you on a spiritual level. Like, any challenges you're facing is to make you really strong at this time. And with the strength, I'm telling you, you'll be able to get through a lot of things. You'll be able to release a lot of things that maybe have held you back, things that maybe are like addictions, things that have been destructive to you, patterns of behavior that you have adopted maybe over the years that have been destructive. And so just know that whatever you're experiencing now, even if it's difficult, know that there is a greater purpose for it, and it's making you much stronger, and it's helping you to release a lot of the old ways, a lot of the negative stuff out of your life. So yes, we'll see what comes through for you in terms of the oracle cards, Libra, for the month of August. Ooh, abundance. That's a nice card. Now, the abundance card says, all my needs are met above and beyond my greatest expectations. So it's saying that focus on the abundance this month, Libra, because I feel like, especially in your work, you're going to be feeling abundant. And to me, associating this card with your work, it could be actually saying that you're going to be coming into more money this month. So there might be, you know, things coming into fruition that make you feel like, yeah, things are finally happening, like I'm really feeling abundant right now. And this energy is a really pleasant energy for you. So just know, you know, whatever money you make, you know, don't waste it, don't blow it and stuff like that, you know. Take care of the finances too, because you know us Libras, I'm a Libra too, so I know Libras, we like to splurge when we have extra money at times. So yeah, be abundant, stay in your abundance, and be sensible, Libra. So yes, I'm going to move on to the Geminis now, and we're going to see what is coming up for the Geminis, which is another sign I connect quite well with as well, Geminis. So let's see what's coming. All right. Okay. When it comes to your professional life, Gemini, it's saying that, oh, you're really competitive this month. Really competitive. You're really going for it. If it's a case of applying for new jobs and things, it will fare well for you. So if you're looking for a new job, start applying for some jobs. If you already have been applying, you might hear back from somebody. I feel like if you're in an interview, you're really going to put your best foot forward this month, and you're going to be able to sell yourself really well, and people around you will be like, wow, like that person is good. Like, you convince people that you're good at what you do, and because of that, there's going to be some really good rewards. Something nice is going to open up for you when it comes to your job situation. So your cards are looking really positive for some new work coming in. Or if it's a case of you stay put where you are, it could just be a case of you just might have a lot of like of competitive kind of energy. I don't know why. Like maybe there's going to be people that are on the same level as you, and you might feel a greater desire to kind of work better than they do and stuff like that. And even if you do that, it shows that there's going to be some kind of reward that comes out of it for you, which is really nice. So when it comes to your personal life, it's saying that you may be heading towards a situation where you could potentially meet somebody new. But if you do meet someone new, it's saying that you may have to be a bit wary of that person's character. You have to be a bit wary of what that person's expectation is when it comes to the relationship that they want with you. I'm not saying that this person is just an out and out like bad person, like, or anything like that, because obviously the influence can show up in different ways. But what it's kind of saying is that this person may be a bit of a person that is a bit more concerned about themselves than concerned about you. It's like that kind of energy. And like I said, it doesn't mean that the person is bad or that you have to like cut the person out of your life, but it just might be that this person is just not really as there for you as you might need them to be, or they might not be as upfront with you as you would want them to be. So yeah, just sort of bear that in mind. It's like that kind of energy this month. But when it comes to your spiritual cards, it's showing that you're going through you're going through a significant time when it comes to your spiritual life. It feels like it feels like you may have been going through some challenging times. Like you've had a lot on your plate. That's what it's kind of looking at. You've been burdened with quite a lot. You haven't had a lot on your plate at this time. But it's okay. Again, I'm feeling like the message in your card is kind of similar to the ones that I just told the Librans. It's almost feeling like you are moving into a different level when it comes to your spirituality, but because you're moving into that different level, it's becoming harder. It's becoming more difficult. It's just like, when you're in school, the more advanced you are, the harder the lesson becomes. It's like you have to be challenged beyond where you're at now in order to be able to advance even further. And so that's kind of what is happening. So you may feel like this might be a month where you just feel like you have a lot going on, like a lot of stuff is happening and things, and you may even feel like things might be progressing kind of quickly and stuff, and it might feel a bit like a lot for you. But at the same time, it's saying that know that all of this that is happening for you is, it's a part of the spiritual process, unfortunately. Gemini, that's just the way it is. Spirituality isn't easy. But we'll see what comes up for you in your Soul Coaching Oracle card. Show the Geminis. All right. Simplicity. Ooh, interesting card. Deep, profound serenity is expanding in my life. Now, I almost feel like this is an affirmation for you this month, because like I said, it feels like you're going to be like really bogged down by things. You might be really busy, really burdened by a lot of things. I feel like this is an affirmation that you should tell yourself when things are getting like on top of you. Say to yourself, deep, profound serenity is expanding in my life. Because then it's almost like you can bring yourself down into that energy of serenity, feeling a bit more calm, feeling a bit more relaxed. Because I think that this month you might have a lot on your plate, and there's a lot of energy that you're going to be expelling into the things that you have doing. And so you might feel a bit all over the place. So it's like to center yourself, focus on serenity, focus on calming down and just bringing the energy back down. And like it says, simplicity, that might be, that's your advice. Keeping things simple. Don't try to overcomplicate things, make things even more difficult for yourself. If you have a lot on your plate, try to keep everything as simple as you can, straightforward as you can, so that you can get through the checklist that you have. So yeah, that's a good card in reference to the tarot cards that came up. So yes, thank you, Gemini. I'm going to be moving on to Aquarius now. Oop. Okay. A card flew out for you, Aquarius. Let's see what comes up. Starting with your professional life, also at the end I'll pull a soul coaching oracle card for you as an advice card. That's a new thing that I'm doing with this this reading this month. So, oh, this is interesting, Aquarius. When it comes to your work situation, something might be coming to an end. Something might be coming to a close. It's almost like maybe things in your work, I feel like your work situation, there was things that was happening that you weren't pleased about, or you're not pleased about. And even the good parts of the work that you do, maybe some of the things that you do like, but because of the things that you don't like, it's making you miserable where you are. Like you're not happy. It's like you're focusing more on what you don't like more than what you do like at this time. And with that happening, it's almost like things are starting to take a shift. They're gonna take a change. Something is coming through that is just it's changing the nature of things. And with that, there's gonna be a walking away. I'm seeing when it comes to your work, there's stress concerning your work, and the walking away from this situation is saying that there's going to be a level of disappointment. Maybe the level of disappointment is coming from the fact that you feel that you've invested a lot into the work that you do, and it's almost like now that things are changing and you're having to walk away, there's an upset because you're feeling like, I've done all this stuff for this company, or I've done all this stuff previously, and then now I'm having to walk away from it and I'm not even benefiting from it. It's like that kind of thing that is coming through for you. But yeah, I'll get to this other card last. Actually, I was just about to mention it, but I'm not yet. When it comes to your personal life, I feel like even there may be a situation where maybe a relationship isn't going the way you would have hoped. It's like that kind of thing. There may be a bit of upset concerning a relationship too. And there may be a situation where you might be feeling like, even in that situation, there may be some decisions that you need to make of whether you are going to walk away, whether you're going to stay in the situation. It's weird how it's like some cards that are in your work situation and in your relationship situation seem to be showing a walking away. And maybe it's just, maybe the walking away has got to do with you just not feeling satisfied in certain aspects of your life, Aquarius. Maybe you're just in a process where you just really want things to just change. And I think for Aquarius, relationships and things is quite interesting for you guys, because I think that you are very intellectual, and any Aquarius I've ever met, it's like they really know what they want in a relationship. And I think sometimes, because you guys are quite unique characters as well, and I think you look for people that are quite unique too. And so for you couldn't just be in a relationship with just anybody like an Aquarius. Like you just can't. Like you really want to find somebody that is just as quirky as you are, as intelligent as you are, everything like you. And if you don't experience that, then you're just gonna be like, I can't deal with this situation. Like you will stay in it for a while, but you won't stay in it for good. It's like that kind of thing. And so, and I think as well that another thing about Aquarius is that if you don't feel like that situation is in line with what it is that you desire, you are likely to walk away as well. And that's what I'm kind of seeing, that this month might be a month where you're taking stock of things in your life, and if it's just not fitting you like right, then you just gonna be like, I'm out. That kind of energy. When it comes to your spiritual life, it's saying the cards here are actually looking like more on the positive side, actually, because it's showing that on a spiritual level there might be a sense of new beginnings. These new beginnings are coming through because of the things that you're leaving behind, and the things that because you're leaving it behind, it's almost like on a spiritual level, it's going to be an opportunity for you to start afresh, and to also be focusing more on the positives. Okay, now that I've left behind a situation that I don't want, even if that situation was sad, because I feel like both situations, like the work and the relationship, there can be a sadness that's associated with it. It can even be like a worry or stress that's associated with them. But it feels like at the same time, there could be a sense of optimism in that it's now giving you the opportunity to find more of what you do actually want. It's like that kind of energy. And it's almost like you're looking at you have the ability, if you choose to focus on that aspect, you have the ability to almost look at your life with a sense of like childlike wonder or childlike optimism when it comes to where your life could now be heading, getting rid of the things that you just no longer needed anymore. And this could be a time where you do reminisce about some things that's happened in the past and things like that. But I feel like at the same time, there's a hope that you have, a hope that comes from you on a spiritual level. And with this hope, it's almost like you're going to be putting out a bit more into the universe the things that you do really want to come to you now. So, and another thing I wanted to mention is the card that flew out kind of was telling me that I think that this card connects with your spiritual cards, in that it's saying that within yourself, on a spiritual level, you can overcome the any pain that you may be experiencing. You can overcome them because you can connect more deeply with yourself. You can connect more deeply with nature, more rooted within yourself at this time on a spiritual level, and that will help you to get over any kind of issues, anything that may be causing you difficulty at this time. So yes, let's go into your soul coaching oracle cards for this month, and we have peace. Oh, that really connects with the last card, the card that flew out of the deck for you. It says, I breathe deeply, knowing that all is well in my universe. And just like I said to the Geminis, I feel like this is your affirmation, Aquarius, at the bottom of this card. The Geminis had an affirmation at the bottom of theirs, and this one I feel like is going to be your affirmation for this month. That whenever things are feeling challenging or difficult, or you're feeling a bit sad, tell yourself this affirmation, which is, I breathe deeply, and do that as well. Breathe deeply, because that really helps. When you breathe in really deep and you expel, like you breathe out, you're just expelling all like the negative energies and everything, just releasing everything through your breath. And it says, knowing that all is well in my universe. And that's kind of what you have to tell yourself when things feel like they're falling apart, or things just feel like, oh my gosh, like what is going on? Always tell yourself that all is well in my universe, because all is, once you have your health, once you have the essential things you need in life, everything, you're good. Things are going to be okay. And that's when you can tap into that greater sense of peace, when you understand that, you know what, regardless of how my life looks on the outside, within myself, all is always well. So there you go, Aquarius. Yes, that's the ending of this video, and then I'm going to be moving on to the water signs. So I'll see you guys. Bye.